Hi, I wanted to talk about the medical mission trips that I go on every year. Every year I go to the Guerrero Clinic in the city of Guerrero in the state of Chihuahua, Mexico. Guerrero is a little town that's about 2.5 hours west of Chihuahua, Mexico, which is the capital of the state. So I fly from San Antonio, usually to Dallas, and then Dallas to Chihuahua. And then I spend the night there in Chihuahua with the group at a hotel. And then we all get in vans and we drive the 2.5 hours to Guerrero, which is where the clinic is. When we're there in Guerrero, we stay at a little locally owned, they're called the Cabañas. They're really cute little kind of hotel place that's about 2 miles from the clinic. So there's every year this clinic hosts 3 eye clinics, a plastic surgery clinic, and then they normally try and get dentists to go whenever possible as well. So typically I go in the fall, but this year I went in the spring. We just got back 2 weeks ago. And so I just wanted to kind of talk about my trip a little bit. So this was my 6th trip with this group. The clinic is called the Guerrero Surgery and Education Center, and it's funded by Rotaries. So it's a joint Rotary effort through Rotaries in Mexico and throughout Texas. They have usually Rotary volunteers that go from the United States, and then as well as ones that are there in Mexico from the Mexican Rotaries. And then they get volunteer doctors, optometrists, ophthalmologists, dentists. We had a pediatrician this trip. They have general practitioners that come and they do pre-op exams on the patients to make sure they're healthy enough to go through surgery. Let's see, we also there's a Mexican retina specialist that usually comes. She did not come this past trip, but she's been there every other trip I've been on. And then we also had 8 optometry students that went. They were from SUNY, which is in New York, and the University of Houston. So excellent students. We were so happy to have them and have their help. Because we had so many volunteers this trip, we had 3 optometrists based in the clinic, and then we did a satellite clinic at a Mennonite community that's about an hour away from Guerrero. And so we split the students up, and we had 4 students at the clinic and then 4 students at the satellite clinic, and there were 3 optometrists at the main clinic and then 2 at the satellite clinic with the students there. The students at the satellite clinic at the Mennonite community, I think they did like 60 exams or 50 a day, and then we did a similar number of pre-ops per day at the main clinic, and then we also did the post-ops. So the 3 of us ended up seeing probably around roughly 100 patients a day at the main clinic. We did a total of 319 cataract surgeries, and then I don't think they even have a count on how many glasses that we were able to provide to people. And they do the glasses all year round, so that's something that even when us Americans are not there, they're still providing that eye care to the community there in and around Guerrero. So patients are screened prior to us going to the clinic, and then they're scheduled to come in to do pre-op, and so we check them to make sure that their vision problem truly is from a cataract, and if it is, then we get them scheduled for surgery with the surgeons. And then those Mexican surgeons that come in and help, usually there's like 4 to 6 Mexican surgeons that come in and help. They see the patients a week or 2 post-op to make sure that they're healing well. So the total for this clinic, I think I already said, was 319 cataract surgeries, which was a record for the clinic. Needless to say, we were all real tired by the end. But it was a wonderful thing to do, and it's a wonderful feeling to be able to help those people in need, and it's nice to be able to do it in such an established clinic so that we are sure that they're going to get the care that they need post-op as well. I've been on other mission trips where we just kind of go in and they're like little pop-up clinics, and those always made me a little bit more nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen to the patients after we left. Like, were they going to get the post-op care that they actually needed? And with this clinic, I know that they do, and I know that they're very good at taking care of these people. And I'm so happy and proud to be able to be a part of it. I think it's such a wonderful thing that the Rotaries are providing, and I feel so blessed to be able to go and help. So I also volunteer here in San Antonio at the eye care clinic that's located in Haven for Hope. Although soon they just purchased a new building, and they're going to have a new clinic a little bit more central in town, which is exciting, and they'll have more space too. But I go there every month or two, and I've been going there for 13 years, so since I graduated optometry school. And I think that that is something that helps me to stay in love with optometry, to be able to truly help people who truly need it. Not that my regular patients don't, because they obviously do, or they wouldn't come see me. But it's nice to be able to help those who still need the services but can't necessarily get there by themselves. And so I feel so thankful that I can practice in both modes, in charity and in normal private practice. I really, really enjoy it, and I hope that that gives you a little bit more information and explanation about me and what I like to do outside of practicing optometry here in the office.